Hello again, Ross Clan. You know, there was just something that I felt that I had to do, even though I got to speak about Kevin, and I felt that my speech was getting too long, which is why I ended it. And that is, I had to get across, once again, Kevin's sense of humor. So, if you'll permit me, I'd like to give across a couple things that I remember about him that I had as part of my friendship with him that may remind you about his sense of humor. It was such an inspiration to so many people. And I always think of Kevin as a laughing person. He was a very happy person. So, one of the things that I always remembered that he really enjoyed was the way that he would eat food. He loved all kinds of foods, and Kevin and I made many kinds of foods together over the course of our friendship. And when he enjoyed something, he would sit there and he would pound his fist on the table and go, "Mm." He really enjoyed every morsel of his bites. And I do the same thing today that I picked up from Kevin. Something else I remember about Kevin during his glass wearing phase, his glasses wearing phase, before he got contact lenses, he used to wear those big thick rimmed glasses. And when I would give him something to look at or something to read, I remember him pulling his glasses down on his nose so that he could put his eye right on whatever it was that I wanted him to look at. And his eye got so big. And it was so funny to me for some reason to see him really putting his eye right onto something. Something else that I thought was hilarious about Kevin was the way that he would exaggerate people's personalities to make a point. For example, when I would come and visit him at Penn State, we would often talk about Penn State football because it's tough to avoid talking about Penn State football when you're at Penn State. And Kevin would exaggerate Joe Paterno with his animated face and his wrinkled brow. He'd say, "What do you mean you have a broken leg? Get back out there." That was Kevin's sense of humor. That was hilarious. And most of all, I just remember Kevin's scoffs. He had a scoff that he could launch when you would talk to him. If he found something outrageous or funny or silly or even arrogant, he would react with this, "Ha ha ha ha." I'll never be able to recreate that, but I hope that I've been able to give you a glimpse into some of those other things that make Kevin's sense of humor hopefully permanent, because his force and his humor affected so many people. Thank you again for the lovely ceremony and to be with so many lovely Rosses again. It was really heartwarming, and I appreciate you inviting me and allowing me to be part of the family celebration. I wish you all the very best, and I hope we stay in touch.